Chandrasekhar, you can start the presentation. In a Google Meet, there is some problem. We are not able to record. But
Okay.
through another app, I have started recording. Hopefully,
Okay.
it will be recorded. I have tested for 1 minute. There was a recording.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you so much,
Okay, so
sir.
you can
Yeah.
start the topic presentation.
Yeah, sure. Hello. I hope everybody can hear me. So, very good morning to everyone. First, I would like to convey my thanks and gratitude to Dr. Pritish Shah and Dr. Kritika and all other people who arranged this event, and also giving me this opportunity to introduce National Chongqing University to all the batch students at Symbiosis SAT Pune. So this is my talk title. So today I will be focusing on like higher education opportunities and also the career opportunities available in Taiwan as well as in Chongqing University in Taiwan. So first of all, as Dr. Kritika already introduced me. I am Dr. Chandrasekhar Shivakumar, and I have prepared a few slides about sharing my experience and also what I am doing for the past 7 years after coming to Taiwan as a PhD student. So let's start about me. So these are my key life events. Like I finished my higher secondary in 2012 and then joined my college and graduate study in Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, which is in Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, under Balde University. And then I was also a summer intern at IIT Madras during my master's. And then after my master's, immediately I joined as a PhD student in Taiwan at National Chongqing University. So, and then during the course of my PhD, I have been engaged in the multiple societies as well as activities during my PhD. One of which is the student ambassador of APS. APS stands for American Physical Society, which is the largest physics society in the world. And also, I was engaged with IRJMT, International Journal of Mechatronics and also Technology. I was also a junior editor, now promoted to an executive editor. This is indexed in Scopus. And then, as a part of student activities, not only participating in conference, international conference and societies, I was also too much involved in student welfare. Like PhD students, you might have heard, like we go through a lot of pressure. So how to deal with it? These things should be done from student perspective. So I was vice president and also executive member of TPSA, which stands for Taiwan Physics Student Association under Taiwan Physical Society. And then I completed a doctorate degree in 2023 and joined as a postdoc researcher in Chongqing University and currently working there now. So these are my research topics, which is a wide, broad range of research. I have been engaged from my PhD first year. So which is the main part of my research is UHV, ultra high vacuum system, which stands for scanning probe microscopy, which scanning probe microscopy actually is a family of microscopies, which also includes atomic force, scanning tunneling microscopy, magnetic microscopy. There are so many multiple microscopies under the name of scanning probe microscopy. Particularly, I am working on UHP system, which is mostly working for fundamental research. And then I also work on semiconductor related topics because you might have already know Taiwan is a semiconductor hub and the global hub for semiconductor science and also factories industry. So I have been engaged in scanning electron microscopy and the CVD growths and the other multiple methods and device fabrication and also applications. And along with it, I also engage in the theoretical simulation. So in theoretical simulation, there are so many different kinds. I basically started working on DFT, basic fundamental DFT for molecular level and atomic level. And then later I started to focus on LAMPS, which is large atomic models, which is in the molecular scale and micro level scale, classical mechanics involved in that instead of DFT and quantum level. So these are the research topics I have been working on from the past 7 years. And these are some of my research outputs published in very top tier academic research journals. From recently, we have published a paper on gas sensing material on titanium oxide, different states, heterogeneous structure of titanium oxide nanoparticle, and how they are very effective in low concentration sensing of NO2 gas. And we have also published several multiple research articles on gas sensor, resistive memories, and non-volatile memories using low dimensional materials and nanowires. And this one is a part of our part of our research, which works on lamps, how the fundamentally the switching happens in resistive switching memories, and how we store electronic states like on and off states in a very thin silicon oxide switching layer. And
You are in
these are the
Taiwan?
activities I have been
Can
engaged,
you come?
like conference. One of the perks staying in Taiwan is to participate in the Semicon. That's one of the very big kind of fair which showcases the recent advancement and innovation, particularly in the semiconductor industry. Every year it happens in Taiwan. And I used to attend APS March meeting every year, this also, and from our lab, we will be presenting each and every year. With this is my professor, and as part of the university responsibility to the society, we used to conduct science camp for elementary school and high school students, especially focusing for women. Since in mechanical or in the semiconductor industry, the contribution from the women and girls particularly is not that much compared to the men. So Taiwan has a goal to improve and encourage women into science and technology industry. So we used to conduct science camp particularly for women and as also for men. And we used to visit a lot of semiconductor industry, one of which Taiwan Semiconductor Research Institute is a R&D center for TSMC and also several other leading global semiconducting fabs units. And this is also part of a science camp. And away from science and technology and semiconductor, you might have already know semiconductor industry is not like
आज थोड़ा
very
टाइम मिल जाएगा
environmental friendly or sustainable in nature. So we also contribute and
ट्रांसमिशन
learn
मिटले
how we
if you
can
want you
make it
can join
green
that
and more sustainable and not harmful to
meeting
the
मिटले
earth. So we
no
used to
time
organize and also participate
so
in
doing
environmental
Palestine करते
sustainability
one
workshop from our
photograph
university as
very
well
good
as
below
all around
okay
Taiwan and the world.
so can you join so you also
And
got to
these are
teach
the
so you
cultural
will learn
exchanges I was actually
so
part
to
of
practice भी हो जाएगा
from in Chongqing. We have a very vibrant international community,
हाँ
especially Indian
नीचे जो
community in Chongqing University.
ये वो जो
We used to have
ड्राइंग
so
करना
many
है करके उसे
festivals and international food fair to share our
एक ही
culture, and also as you know, Taiwan is also very popular and they have a very
तो वो गेट
vibrant
का जैसे ही
heritage.
12th
Just like
वाले
India, we also share our culture and learn many cultural differences and live peacefully. How to learn and live peacefully along with them. So these are the some activities
ओके
I have been
बट वो
doing
किधर नहीं
from
मिल रहा
7 years.
था
And then let's talk about Chongqing
हाँ
University.
आपने
So
बताया था
this will
हाँ
be the main important topic of today's talk.
सो
So I will be covering
वो
what are
किधर
the
दिन करते
possible
थे
way to enter Chongqing
लोकल क्लास
University
ठीक है
and what
लोकल
are the
लोकल देखो
scholarships available
वी विल
and
गेट मनी
what are
फ्रॉम
the
कॉलेज
routes you can choose and pick and what is the
ठीक
highlight and
ठीक
advantages of being at Chongqing University in Taiwan. So first, the location. So I don't know how
कुछ
many of you know what is Taiwan and where is Taiwan. And many people, even in my circle, people usually get confused with Thailand with Taiwan. So actually, Thailand is somewhere here, this area, and Taiwan is somewhere here, which is next to China, at very narrow with a very narrow sea ocean. So in Taiwan, where it is Chongqing. So in Taiwan, there are three major airports,
क्या हो
international
गया
airports.
सेकंड
One is at the top. This here is Taiwan's capital,
जैसे
which
कि
is called the
लिटरेचर
Taipei,
रिव्यू में
the New Taipei
उसमें जब
city.
वो
And
थिंग्स
we
में
have a
डॉक्यूमेंट बाद में
nearby
किया था तो
Taoyuan
आई डिडंट
International
गेट
Airport, and
बट
another one is in Taichung.
parallelly you start
This
getting
is what
repetitive
we call
process.
Taichung and
Okay, so you
also
need at
heart
least
of Taiwan.
more than 100
So
plus
Chongqing
papers on the
University is
page.
just center and heart of
What
Taiwan.
कहाँ तक
And
है?
we also have another major airport in the southern part, which is Kaohsiung, and they have an international airport as well. And as you know, this is a very beautiful island, and most of the eastern region, east coast, will not be like modernized and like the developments are much harder compared to the western region. So the west coast usually keep most of the cities and the human habitat. So in Taichung, the Chongqing University is located very near to the Taichung Science Industrial Park, and here is Hsinchu. This is a major science park located in Taiwan, where TSMC and all other semiconductor industries headquarters are
तो एक भी
located.
करो साथ में
And from
start
Taichung to
writing
Hsinchu is
literature
just 1 hour by bus,
paper.
and just
Also you
30 minutes
prepare for
by
the
high-speed
RRC.
rail.
I
And
think
Taichung
what you have
and
told, but
Chongqing
I think
University
RSF
is
का
very
कब होगा?
nearby
Because
to
वो
the
10 I think
Taichung Science
within 2-3
Industrial
months
Park,
मतलब
and
इसको है
also there are so many scenery,
मैं आपको
beautiful
दिखाता हूँ.
tourist
After that I
spots
have to
near to
check.
Chongqing University, one of which Sun Moon Lake, the natural
Even I
lake
have a like
nearby,
when
and
I like
also several
confronting
other
Kaisa
beautiful scenarios like
with
Chinjing Farm and Gomei Wetland, and also Taichung National Theatre. And there are multiple other beautiful areas near to the university, and the university is located in such a place which is easily reachable to all these areas from our university. So the next, some facts about Chongqing University.
submission
So
of
Chongqing University is
research
actually
proposal.
established in 1990 by Japanese
It is a
emperor,
3 month
Japanese
after the
people
course
during the Japanese era, and now later in 2024 it became a comprehensive university with 12 colleges inside Chongqing University and 68 departments, which includes social science. Majorly, we can divide into three parts. One is major social science and innovation, which comprises of liberal arts, all other departments,
अच्छा कोर्स लिखा
and
तो
science and
ऑगस्ट में खत्म
technology, which includes all the fields like engineering, science, and electrical engineering, and all other things. And then life science. This was the beginning of Chongqing University, only focusing on life science,
ह्यूमन
which
इमेज
is
पावर
agriculture and
पॉइंट
natural resources. And we also recently have a medicine school, the medicine school, which also have a medical hospital for veterinary and also human. And we have 4 forestation and so on. So in my opinion, the NCHU have a very invaluable advantage when you choose Chongqing University from my experience. What is the interdisciplinary education experience, particularly for students pursuing STEM field, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Why it is the flexible course credit system. I don't know
लिखा
now
है
in
बाद में
India,
लाइक
many universities are bringing it
कुछ
up,
चेंज हो जाता है
but
कभी
in
कभी
Chongqing
थोड़ा सा
University, they allow STEM students to enroll in
मुझे भी मेल
courses
आया हुआ है
across various disciplines. As I mentioned, in Chongqing, we have social science, which is management and law and politics, and agriculture related colleges and departments. So, what is the highlight is the STEM students who
हाँ वो
enroll in
बस उसमें
STEM
अपडेट
degree
रहता
seeking
है
course like masters
but
or
because in
PhD,
that document
you are
see the
flexible
things I
to
remember like
take
I didn't have
courses
any
from
full-time
management,
students
law and
so for
politics,
full-time
as well as
six
agriculture
part-time
department.
there is a six
If you
month
are
but
interested to
part-time के
learn
लिए
such disciplines and gain
so
more
actually हम second
skills,
admission
you
में
are free to do that.
second admission
And that credits will be also taken considered for STEM students. Not only taking science courses like physics, quantum physics, or just
March 20
semiconductor manufacturing, or electrical engineering, or advanced mathematics, you can also
अगस्त में
take
आपका फर्स्ट
courses in agriculture if you are interested. And the main important part of this is the exposure to wide range of subject broadens your perspective and also enables you to view problems and solution from multiple angles,
So
which
like
is crucial in
based on that,
today's interconnected world
you have to work
where
on three sources.
interdisciplinary knowledge is key for addressing
Like
global
you have to
issues.
write the research
So that's
proposal
the
also.
main
Based on that,
advantage of being at NCHU, one of the comprehensive universities in central part of Taiwan. And then let's go for the scope for students. If you want to come to Chongqing University as a student, there are only two options. One is the degree programs, like taking masters or bachelor's or PhD or any other degree, and then another one is student exchange. So you can be a student at SIT Symbiosis International at masters or PhD level, and you can apply for an exchange trip and come to Chongqing University and do your research or take courses. So these are the only two options. So in the degree programs, Chongqing currently offers around 34 bachelor degrees and 60 masters and 44 PhD programs, which can be coming under several colleges and departments. And we
okay, they
also
have
have
said
English
the
programs. If you
drafts should
are
be ready
wondering,
by
it's
in that
Taiwan
email.
is a
If you
Mandarin
read
spoken
the email,
language country.
it is
So,
written
and
first
also many departments only
31st
give
December the
courses
draft
on
ready.
Mandarin. But once there is an international student in master or PhD level courses, we have a rule,
हाँ वो
and
तो वैसे
the course will be turned into bilingual.
so
So English will be taught. So no worry about that. And then for student exchange program,
there is something
we
called
have a tuition
space
waiver and also
here.
monthly stipend when you
So
are during your exchange program trip. And we also can avail free Mandarin courses and so on. So let's see about start with the degree seeking programs. So this is the basic admission information for degree seeking students. So usually in the fall semester, which will start from September to February or January. So the application usually starts from February to March. So February 1st, the application will be open and online. So you can apply and complete your application before March, and then the results will be announced in June mid or 15, and then the enrollment and intake, the course will start from September. So the same way, spring semester, which will start from February in every year, and the application starts from September to October, and December will be the result announcement. This is the basic admission. So this will be followed every year. So if you are planning to apply for a PhD or master's degree in Chongqing, so you can check out now. The recent application will be September.
the
So you
class
can
that
prepare
we
your
have.
document and submit it online. So this we will also share the admission details and
There
information
will be
from
no
SAT.
space in
So you can definitely feel free to contact us if you have any questions about that.
so the
The next
first
one, so what are the scholarship available for students who want to pursue their
first
master's
thing
or
is that
PhD
आपको
degree or even
PhD
undergraduate degree at
लिटरेचर
Chongqing?
रिव्यू जो है
So Chongqing
उसका आपको
University,
चेंज करना
from
है.
their side, they offer three different
As
scholarships
per
for
the
international
suggestion.
students. One is international
I'm
student
giving one with
scholarship,
time is
and
okay.
then the elite scholarship, which is only available for lecturers currently who will be already working as a professor or part-time lecturers in any universities in India. They can also apply for this scholarship, and then TSU for every students. So let's start with the international student scholarship. So every students applying for undergraduate, PG or PhD, they are eligible to apply for this scholarship, and this will be given based on their merit, which is their if they are applying for master degree, their UG, the undergraduate degree scores will be ranked, and then they will be given preference based on their merit score. And then there is another main important part is the tuition and credit fee. So this is nothing but our school fee or college fee which we pay in India. Most of the international students, almost 99% of international students will be given fully or partially waived. So you don't need to pay any tuition fee for studying at NCHU. for your
One
undergraduate,
is PhD
PG and
related
PhD
syllabus.
also. So you don't
पेपर
need to worry
वन
about tuition
जो
fee.
RL का
So it
है
will be fully covered. And then away
उसका
from tuition
ड्राफ्ट
fee, you will be given a
स्टिल
scholarship,
आफ्टर दैट
additional
आल्सो
scholarship of
50%.
6,000 or 8,000 in NT dollars.
पूरा देखना
So
पड़ेगा
you can
हॉस्टल
see the NT
को
dollars
करना
is
है
one
दैट
NT
आल्सो
dollars is
इन
2.6 Indian rupees. So you can calculate how much it will be. In my opinion, for Taichung city, around
PhD
eight
scopus is
to
okay
twelve thousand
if
NT
you are able
dollars
to try.
will be more than
So
enough for your
ड्राफ्ट आप
accommodation
कब तक
as well as
देंगे
food
ये
and
बता
living. So you don't need to worry about that. You can cover it because this is just one scholarship.
ठीक है मैं
And
थोड़ा
then you
देखता
have
और
another
देखता
scholarship
हूँ
also, which is called the TA-ship. So every master student and PhD student
ऑल्सो लाइक
is
विल टेक रवि
eligible
सर
to
हेल्प बिकॉज
apply for
पूरा पूरा
teaching
उसका
assistant
टेक्निकल
scholarship.
राइटिंग सब ठीक होना
So
चाहिए
every
so we'll add his
semester
name
you
also.
can approach any professor
Okay.
or you can just
फिर
tell the
the
international office
second
you want to
paper
work as a TA. It's kind of
is
part-time job.
review paper.
So once you get that part-time job, you
रिव्यू
will
पे
be
मुझे लगता
given
है नीड्स टू
5,000
लाइक
NT
टू
dollars
गेट
per
द गुड
month.
साइटेशन
So
आल्सो
you
आई
can
ट्रिपल ई
see
एक्सेस
the
में
first
जैसे हमारा
scholarship
जैसे
and
लिखा था
this scholarship itself, you
पेपर
are
में हम जब
more
भी
than enough to survive and live in Chongqing
बहुत
University
सारे
and
मिक्स
pursue
होता है
your degree
तो
without financial trouble.
वो
So this
वाला
is clear. And then the second scope is from Taiwan government itself. So Taiwan government
सो
give a
उसका क्या
broad
फर्स्ट
variety
आपको
of
क्या
scholarships
बनाना है
for different field of study and discipline.
बाय नेक्स्ट
So starts
सैटरडे
with the Ministry of Science Education. So they also give tuition waiver,
रिव्यू
and
पेपर
some scholarship doesn't
आउटलाइन
give focus on the tuition waiver. So you have to cover it by yourself. So you can see for UG student they give 15,000, PG 20, and also
उसका सिर्फ
PhD
आउटलाइन की
20.
क्या
And
क्या
we have
लिखने वाले
another
हैं
one, Ministry of Foreign Affairs
एंड
scholarship,
वो
NSTC
लिखकर
Science and Technology
लिखकर
scholarship,
बनाओगे
and TAGP.
और
This
नाम
is
ऐड
one of
करके
the
उसमें भी टाइम लगता है इसमें भी पेपर में
most
टाइम
famous
टेकिंग और
scholarship
उसमें वो
for
करके
PhD
जस्ट
students.
जस्ट यू
And
कैन
then we
आस्क
also have a
ChatGPT
special
की what
scholarship
what
for
could be the
Taiwan International Cooperation
section
and
like
Development Foundation
that
scholarship,
एंड
ICDF.
फॉर
And this one
उससे क्या
also
होगा
fully
कि
waived,
एक तो
and you
आपका
get
लिटरेचर
18
भी
to
अच्छा हो जाएगा
20,000 NT
एटलीस्ट यू कैन
dollars
मोर
for
देन
each
100 पेपर्स
different
जो ये अलग से
degrees
होगा
level.
उसके लिए भी
So these
इट
are
इज
the
गोइंग टू बी सेम
scholarships, and away from these
राइट
two,
व्हेन यू
there
राइट
is
द
one,
लिटरेचर
my
सर्विस आपको
personal
मैथोलॉजी भी है बहुत
suggestion is
देयर विल बी लॉट ऑफ
when
थिंग्स
you
दैट विल बी
join a PG
कवर हो
program or
जाएगा
PhD program,
सो
you will
डू
be
वन थिंग
enrolled
कि आउटलाइन
into
क्रिएट
a
करो
department
विद
and also under a supervisor, a Taiwanese
टीएलसी
professor.
फ्रेक्शन
So each and
that is
every
already we
Taiwanese
discussed right
professor
तो अपने
need
टॉपिक
to
पे ही करना है
support their
जितना हो
international
सकेगा
students. They have a limit for PG student and also PhD
no no
student.
this is in
So
general कि
if I'm not
like
sure, for
industry
PG students,
implementation or something
usually
that will increase it
they support
any for
from
any
five to
application
ten
हाँ
thousand NT dollars per month
and the
from the
latest titled very
professor's
good chapter
project.
that is
They
scientific
every
axis
professor will have
उसका
their
कुछ ज़्यादा
own
फीस है but
research
then we'll see
project.
how we can
So
manage
from that research project, they have to support their international students. So they will support PG students from 5 to 10,000 NT dollars per month. In case you are a PhD student, so every professor
definitely
again
अच्छा
need to
लगा
support their PhD
डिस्कस
student and pay them for their research contribution and their work they have been doing in their laboratory
so that
for
can be done
professors'
any other
project.
thing
So for that
मेटलेब
they
भी
will
आपको
give
उसके लिए भी
double
सीखना
the
है
amount. So
सो
which
आपने
is
मेटलेब
around
में कौन सा कोर्स किया
10 to 20,000 NT dollars
ऑनलाइन
from the
करना
first year.
चाहिए
So usually
ऑनलाइन
the
करो
minimum average
ऑनलाइन करो
monthly stipend will be
बस
around
फंडामेंटल ऑफ
12,000 NT
हंड्रेड
dollars for PhD students when you join the lab.
मेटलेब
Before
ऑनलाइन
joining the lab, you will not
एंड
know what you
फंडामेंट
are going to get
सिमिलिंग
it,
ऑनलाइन भी
anything,
करना
no promise for that. But these two are completely promised from the international office from Chongqing University. So I believe from this part, you might be very clear about there is no financial burden or financial problems if you choose to pursue a
एंड
degree in
मेटलेब
Chongqing
फंडामेंटल यू आर
University.
डूइंग
It is fully
सेल्फ
covered.
गवर्नमेंट वाला
And let's go to the exchange program. So this is the very starting point for SAT students, I believe, because now
तो उसके लिए
SAT
कितना टाइम
became one
लगेगा
of our
30 जुलाई
partner
तक भरोगे
university in India, in Chongqing. So this PAX program for
थर्टी
academic
फर्स्ट जुलाई
exchange is
तक
completely
तो मेरी
free
एवरीडे
for
टाइम
SAT
स्ट्रीमिंग किया तो भी
students. So you can talk to your professor
हो जाएगा
and figure out whichever lab or department you wish to come, and do your
Field
exchange
A to
exchange.
research
So they have two different exchange.
प्रपोजल
One
भी
is
लिखना है,
PAX and then
सो उसका
laboratory exchange.
आउटलाइन
Let's
करो.
talk about PAX. So from SIT,
You
if
will
you are
get,
from electrical
you
engineering
will see this
department
also.
and you want to do your project, the final year project or final semester project in electrical engineering
This is
or
proposal,
mechanical
so उसका
engineering
आउटलाइन
or
बनाओ,
even some agriculture
ठीक
or
है, and then we'll
biotechnology
discuss,
related,
like मैं
you are
next
free to
Saturday का
choose
बोलता हूँ.
any department you would
Generally,
like
I will
to
not
do
come,
your
so
project in
whenever
Chongqing
I get time
University.
after that, I will,
It
or you
does,
can just
if
update me on
SIT
email.
is okay for you to complete and submit your project, final year project in
जो
that kind
टीचिंग
of
में जो आप
department,
करने
you
वाले
are
हो, see, if
completely
you
free to
teach well,
apply
तो
for it
like,
and you can stay here for
the
one
thing that
semester
आपको
up to two
syllabus आज
semester,
का
that
fix
is
करते हैं,
1 year,
but now
and
you are going to
you
use the
are
MATLAB. So how
forced
you are
to
going to
take
teach
two
MATLAB
courses.
also
It
in
is
your
to
syllabus, right?
cover
So how you
your
are going to
credit
teach
fee
first
and
these
also credits from your
it's like
master degree or PhD degree back in
वो जो
SIT. So
करके
you
दिखाओ.
have to do this. These are the rules and
If you
also
discuss that
the
also, okay.
procedure for completing a program for academic exchange. And the next one is the laboratory exchange. For this, it's
अच्छा,
completely free and
अब
more
यहाँ के बच्चे
flexible
बहुत
for
अलग हैं.
SAT students because you are not just going to take any courses. You are completely going to engage in academic research, and that one also from 3 to 1 year you can contribute, and there is no fee or any tuition fee or anything from Chongqing University for SAT students specifically. And you can choose the department and the professor, and you can go and stay in their lab, and all the help, like from you applying visa and all the accommodation, everything will be prepared from Chongqing University for yours.
Because the first
And
year के
then
students हैं ना, like
let's talk
कुछ भी इधर
about the
उधर हो गया
exchange
ना,
student
they will
support,
credit.
financial support. So at the moment in Chongqing University and also Taiwan, Chongqing University gives some exchange student scholarship. That will not be much, so I am very sure that will not be enough for your living and also accommodation in Chongqing in Taiwan. So there are two important programs to support such exchange students. So one is called TEEP, Taiwan Experience and Education Program. You can choose that and you can apply and approach any
We
professor
discussed
to
so
avail this
many
offer.
things.
Once you get this
मेरे
offer,
बहुत
you
मदद
will
किया
be
था.
supported
This Kilot
15,000
Visa
NT
only
dollars
Kilot
per month.
60,
So each
6,
professor can
around
take
6
several students per semester. So you will
60
be
60 lakh.
here up to 6 months. And you can also avail a
60 का
free
मतलब
Chinese
1,00,000.
courses offered in Chongqing University. So you're free to apply and also check out the details. If you have any doubt, you can just reach out to us. And the second one is International Internship Pilot Program. This program was started just a couple of years ago.
We got
So this
69
one is only limited
citations.
to 3 months,
That is
and
like
the funding will be 30,000 per month. So this
during my
funding is
PhD, I have written the
mostly
paper, उसका
focused for
720.
final year master
So that is
student
only
or
my
second
like
year or third year PhD
major
student.
contribution.
So this one also you can do.
And this was a
My
free journal.
personal
It took long, almost
recommendation for
1 year to
choosing
go
this
valid.
program is,
पहले तो
if you
ज़्यादा
are a
takes lot of
bachelor,
time.
final
Degree
year
exams
bachelor
तो that
student
is
or
very
final
very
year
fast.
master student, you can utilize these two
ये भी
programs
देखना
to
तो
come
अभी
to
दोनों
Taiwan
पेपर देखो और
and
उसके हिसाब से आप
experience the
प्रोग्राम बनाओ.
surrounding, and
अच्छा.
then decide what would you like to
So
do.
these are the things that
Do
you have
you
to do.
really think Taiwan is worth for choosing for
अगर
your higher
पीएलसी का कैसे
studies like
इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे,
PhD
एनी
or
जो
doing
बजाज
the
का
second
पीएलसी तो
master
हार्डवेयर नहीं
degree?
करना है, तो
Or
मैं
is it a
पर्सनली
good
कहीं
place
ट्राई
to learn Chinese
पीएलसी का.
or do other things? And also you can decide, is it a good place to
Yeah,
start your career?
वो
So
कंपनी
these
का
two
इन्हें बजाज है.
programs will help you do that.
इवन इन सिक्सो
So
ऑल्सो
this will be the
बैकिंग
starting point. So
जब
I
दे एबल टू
highly
प्रोड्यूस
recommend
इट
students
you have the
to consider
security
these two
like
programs
they can
to
get
experience Taiwan first.
stuff
Before,
and they can
because
go.
whatsoever I tell, it's I'm just
That is
sharing my
also possible.
experience. It will not be the same for everyone because we all are coming from different environment and situations. So it's
Yes.
up to you to
Any
decide
questions?
by experiencing on your own. So these two
Apply for
programs
like
are highly
because I have a
recommended
lot of it,
for
but I thought
master
let
or
me talk.
PhD students
इससे काम
to
के साथ
experience
में
Taiwan
नहीं.
first before taking into degree seeking courses. So next one,
ठीक.
so as I mentioned, the free Chinese courses. So there are multiple levels of Chinese courses. When you take a degree course like master's or PhD in Taiwan in Chongqing University, you are eligible to take these four Chinese courses for free. Usually, Chinese courses, if you want to take Chinese courses away from
That will
doing a master degree or
that
PhD degree in Taiwan and Chongqing
the
University, you
main
have to pay a
क्यों
hefty
मुझे भी
price
टाइम नहीं मिला था
for each
बताने का,
quarter, which is
क्योंकि
just a
जो
three
मेन
months
था वही
course,
था कि
very intensive
इंटीरियर
3 months
मेकअप उसमें
course.
कुछ
You
मिल
have to
रहेगा
pay
पर कॉस्ट
20
अच्छा
to
है,
7,080 dollars
तो उस
as
पर
a
कुछ
fee.
काम करके फायदा नहीं है।
But
मेन
if you
मेन
are a degree seeking
यूनिवर्सिटी प्लस
student, if you
फ्रैक्शनल
are a
पे
degree student, like bachelor's or
दैट इज द
master's or
मेन
PhD student, you are free to take these courses
तो उसमें क्या क्या
during your
एग्जैक्टली कर
semester.
सकते हो वो तो आप
So
व्हेन
this
यू
will
राइट द
be a
लिटरेचर
6 months
पेपर,
long
क्योंकि
course.
लिटरेचर पेपर इज
Practical
वेरी
Chinese
लॉन्ग,
1, 2,
सो व्हेन
3,
यू राइट
4,
ऑल द थिंग्स
and
आपको
each
पर
one
डे
is a
पर
level
डे
higher than the previous
आपका
one. And
किसी
you are
प्रोफेसर के
also,
लिए भी
you
तैयारी हो
can
जाएगा,
learn Chinese
एक
language
पेपर का पेपर
at
हो जाएगा,
all
एंड वो
just
भी है।
4 semester, just 2 years during your master's or PhD. So this is also one of the advantage
वो
taking
ग्रुप्स का तो
Chinese
आई नो
course
सम
when
पीपल,
you choose
तो
to stay in
ऑलरेडी
Chongqing
आई हैव आस्क्ड
University.
समवन, तो ही टोल्ड मी
And
कम,
then
सो
it's my
वंस यू कम आई
responsibility
विल
to
लेट यू नो।
share about this information because
जैसे लाइक
India
वी नो
is
सम पीपल हु
focusing
वर्क्स इन
on
फ्रैक्शनल,
bringing
so
up
we can take
semiconductor
your
fabs to
suggestion,
India.
but आप जब बेसिक
So
प्रोफेसर बनेंगे
most of
then
the
we will
Indian
take your suggestion।
universities, especially Indian top universities, IITs, and all many other private universities, also approaching Taiwan, and every universities
तो
in
उसके लिए कुछ
Taiwan to
मार्क्स वगैरह
learn and
सर,
get license to get into the high tech industries
अच्छा
like
वो मैं
TSMC,
देखता हूँ,
Synopsys, Micron,
बट
Foxconn,
देयर इज ओनली पास इन,
TSMC,
सो
and
लेट्स,
MediaTek. There are so many multiple top
we
global
have to try for
industries
good,
located in
and
Taiwan. So they
उसका
would
कुछ
like
प्लान
to
भी
get
बनाता हूँ,
training from
एंड
Taiwan from their own hand.
and
So focus,
उसका
just
नोट्स
considering this
डिस्कवर,
part,
and also share
Chongqing
my ideas
also
so we will
started
understand
several semiconductor focused courses. So we have so many general education course on
ऐसा होता
semiconductors
है ना कि
and mini courses and
किसी
hands-on mini
मीटिंग का
courses. And we
मीटिंग
also
में थोड़ा
have a
टाइम अगर थोड़ा
specific,
लेट
a particular
पर्टिकुलर
doctoral
टाइम
master
कैरी
program
किया
in
पाया जाता
semiconductor and
है,
green technology.
वो
You
सबसे
might
अच्छा
be
रहता है।
wondering what is
And also
green
if you are
technology doing
coming
with
regularly, so
semiconductor.
sometimes
The part
like
is,
if I'm
since
not there, I can
Taiwan
ask you
is
to,
a
because you
pioneer
know
in
कि क्या चल
semiconductor
रहा है, and then
business,
I
they
can
know
tell okay
how
कि
to,
क्लास में
they also
क्या
well
प्रॉब्लम है,
trained,
तो समटाइम क्या करते
and they
हैं
are
उसका
the right
रिव्यू भी अच्छा
person
होता
to
है,
decide
so
and
these are good for me also,
define a way
and
how to
like
turn the
of course
semiconductor
it is a
industry
paid
into
software which
sustainable
I bought,
for the
कॉलेज
future.
से मांगा नहीं है,
So they
I
also have a
wasn't sure कि
specific
like
course on green
what I'm
technology.
doing
Since Chongqing
just
is
for
one of the
review.
agriculture-oriented
So in the classroom
university,
review, what I'm
they
doing
are
is
very
कि I'm
good
making
in
something
how to
this
deal with the
software.
semiconductor
So
waste
I'm
and
making
how we can
this
make it
stuff.
into green technology. So this course will be completely
90 meters.
offering on that particular topic.
So
And
like
we recently
I've just asked
started
sir कि
some
what is the
summer
one word
courses
that they will learn.
for hands-on
So you know
training
कि
on
like they
instruments
will
and
write anything
semiconductor
from
related
square.
technology. And we also have several courses already running with
They couldn't access
Germany and
this. You will
USA
just
on
get this
semiconductor international
kind of
program.
something,
So
उसको क्या
we
बोलते
will
हैं
share all the
कि
information once it is ready and
हाँ वहाँ,
specifically
तो they
focused
have to
for
submit one
India.
word,
And
तो
then
वो
you
जो
can,
लिखेंगे यहाँ
as
पे आ
students
जाएगा।
from SIT, you can utilize that part.
There
So
is
that's all.
a
And this is another
there is a
important
Google
part
code,
is
so they have to
because
join
once you
using this
join
code,
Chongqing
or there is
University,
a QR code also.
and I'm when I joined Chongqing
One
University in
word that will be
2017, we
यहाँ पे
faced
लिखेगा।
lots of difficulty due to the language barrier. But recently, Chongqing University considered that
हाँ
part and started
they
an
have asked
office
some
called
questions
Office
कि
of
some
International
simple questions, so
Administrative
kind of
Support,
revision कि what is the
specifically
extent of
focused
rent,
on
so तो
international
they
students
answer,
and
then I
international
explain कि no no
faculties
this is the
to
rent,
help
I
them
ये कब
how
आएगा, ये
to
ऐसे कब
deal with
आएगा, so
all the
like I
administrative
asked some
process,
simple
because
simple questions,
still now most of the
what is the
documentations,
extent of
visa
mathematics,
process, and so
अगर एक
many
word दिया तो
living
what without,
things, documentation works are done in their own language, which is
हाँ कि
Mandarin.
इसका क्या
So
होगा,
as an international,
so
being an international
50%
students
लोगों को यही
or
लग रहा था,
faculty members,
so why
this will be a
this
hard
output
part
is
to
correct, why not this is correct,
cope up
कि
with.
क्या होता है कि
So
फैकल्टी
we
यू
have a dedicated office for
हाँ और उन
supporting
लोगों को थोड़ा
such
कॉन्फिडेंस से होता
kind
है,
of situation.
दे लाइक
So
ऑल्सो,
there won't be any problem for that anymore.
हाँ और थोड़ा
Then
सब लोग भी
finally,
रहते हैं,
final part of my
तो
talk
मैंने ऐसा
will
कुछ
be the
तो
Silicon Tech and the
हाँ आई
career
बॉट, तो
opportunities. So
इस
let's
पर मत
start
करो
dive
तो
into
अभी
Taiwan
इनिशियली
semiconductor
लगेगा बस
industries.
like then
So
I have another thing
I'm
that
very
we can do.
sure
So अभी
you might
उसके
be
बाद मुझे
aware
नहीं
the
लगेगा शायद से
contribution of
but
Taiwan
तो मैंने
in the
crack किया
global
था
market of
लेवल टू
semiconductor
और
industry,
ऐसे मार्क
which
उसमें बहुत
comprises
झंझट है तो सोचा
65%,
मैं
more
कर
than
लेता हूँ
65% of global semiconductor chips are fabricated in Taiwan. So you can see who are the next:
हाँ
Korea,
बहुत देर है
USA, and China. So you know Taiwan
आई
is
डोंट
a
नो आपको
global
एक्सेस कैसे
leader
मिलेगा
in
दैट्स
semiconductor manufacturing
वेट
and also
ठीक
host the
है
companies like TSMC,
तो आप
UMC, and
बैठो फिर
MediaTek, and so many small
तो
scale industries and
दिस इज गुड
small
कि
to
एटलीस्ट
medium
यू नो
scale industries
समथिंग कि क्या
located in
कहना है
Taiwan. And
बिकॉज
I don't
ऑल्सो
need to
आई डोंट
say
एक्सपर्ट
why we
क्या
need
वो
semiconductor because
सो
we
यू
are
ऑल्सो
also
ट्राई टू
using a
नो
semiconductor every moment and day of our daily task from
So email ID,
computer,
that
mobile,
that
and
is there.
chips. We have chips everywhere now, cars, automobiles, everywhere. So that is very, very important. And now current recent trend is AI and artificial intelligence and machine learning. So for that, Taiwan is the global leader in fabricating those advanced chips. So what are the opportunities for Indian graduates? So we know like 10, 20 years ago, Indian students and the professionals are like having a high hope to get a job in US for on-site in computer and programming industry. But now the second
With
wave is heading to semiconductor techs, which is
spaces.
especially on silicon technology. So as Indian students, we should gain those skills on semiconductor industry. When we have it, we also can assure our future and a stable career in that particular area. And especially India is working on to create jobs and fabs in India. So this is the right time for Indian students to learn those tech, especially from the direct hand, who is the global leader from Taiwan. So SIT have a good opportunity to promote the students to come here and learn and get them ready. When India starts the fabs, you will have a job in hand. So we have scopes in R&D, research and development if you are a PhD student, manufacturing, quality assurance, automation. I as I since I have already visited SIT, I know automation is one of the major topic in SIT, and you learn it
मैंने तो कुछ
from
किया भी नहीं
very
है
long. So you also have a scope because it's nothing. If it is a semiconductor industry, you don't need to be an expert or expertise in semiconductor manufacturing or something. You can
मेरा
also
कुछ
work as if
दोनों
you
ही
are
नहीं हुए
expert in automation, IC design, and also programmers, and especially the artificial intelligence software engineers and
भी
the
नहीं दिख
machine
रहा है
learning engineers also get
हाँ
lots
इसमें
of
भी दिख रहा
scopes
है दोनों में
in
दिख रहा है
semiconductor industry in Taiwan. And definitely we will get more scopes for Indian students in India also in the future within 5 to 10 years. And
सब ऊपर
then
है
these
आर्टिफिशियल
are the
इंटेलिजेंस
career
को सब
opportunities
पकड़
at the moment. And these are the major employees. These are domestic, like Taiwan domestic employees: TSMC, UMC, MediaTek, and Foxconn. And we also have international corporates, which is ASML, Micron. It's a US company. ASML is from Europe. And Synopsys also a designing company, one of the pioneer in automation and designing for semiconductor techs. And these are the career pathways you can choose. As I already mentioned, manufacturing and process engineer, and also sales and marketing. If you are good in sales and global business, you also have a scope to get into the semiconductor industry. And when you get into Chongqing as a student, and you will also avail the opportunity which is through internship and training
ऊपर जाती
programs
है
in
तो
all of the semiconductor industry,
ठीक है
because all of the semiconductor industry open for
मैं तो
internship
आपका
for
गूगल
master and
टास्क में
PhD student.
दिखता है क्या
So you will get the
जी
opportunity to
गूगल
work there before getting into your career. So this is one of the advantage of being a student in Taiwan. And these are the scholarship, not scholarship, the pay scale after you graduate. And when you get into the semiconductor industry in Taiwan, this will be the pay scale, the starting pay scale For undergraduate student will be around 40,000, 61, and 90,000 respectively for PhD and for postgraduates. And one of the highlight I would like to mention is the internal reference system. So I don't know how many of you know about this, but in India usually we
हाँ
have
हाँ
a very
मेरे में है तो आएगा
routine
and I also
level.
tag
Like
you
you
on
will
that,
go
so
if you are
it
entering
should
into
count.
any job or you would like to join any company, we will have a written exam and then group discussion and then final interview, personal
हेलो
interview. This will be the step. But in
हाँ सर कॉलेज
Taiwan,
में हो क्या?
most of the semiconductor industry,
कॉलेज में हो?
they have a very, very conservative
छुट्टी आज?
system. Even though
अच्छा
globally they
सॉरी आपको
show,
ठीक है
they announce
सर।
their job online
ये
and you
सेकंड राउंड
apply,
का
most
जो
of the
था
application will be
प्रपोजल,
useless.
रिजल्ट
So
प्रपोजल, तो
what they usually
कोई कर
follow
सकता है,
is
ईमेल आया है
even
कि
though you
28
apply
फरवरी टू
online, that
14
will be
फरवरी
considered, and very rarely you get to call for an interview
सेकंड
or
बैचेस।
a written exam or anything. But their internal reference
जनरली 3
system,
मंथ्स
once
होता
you
है ना?
join here as a student or
नहीं तो
into
लाइक वो
Taiwan
तो कुछ लोग तो
system,
अभी जस्ट जुलाई
you
में
are
खत्म हो
easy
जाएगा,
to get into connection with the TSMC
तो
workers through your former students or former
अच्छा
laboratory member or your seniors from Taiwan universities. Eh, I hope I
हाँ
believe,
सेकंड राउंड
strongly
का जो
believe
हुआ था
any one of
एडमिशन,
them will be into these
तो
companies
वो
or
लोगों को
anything
ईमेल आया
here.
है कि 28
So they
फरवरी
have,
तक
since they have
आरएलसी करना
internal
है।
reference system, your CV, when you apply, you submit your CV on the internet, on
हाँ
their
मैं आपको भेजता हूँ, एक
job
बार चेक
career
करो,
platform,
क्योंकि बाद में हम उसके
anything,
हिसाब से जाएंगे तो बोलेंगे कि नहीं कुछ
through the
प्रॉब्लम है,
internal reference
तो
system,
एक
if
बार के
your
लिए एक बार आपको
known person
भेज
or
रहा हूँ।
anybody submit your CV through their internal reference system, you will have a
ठीक
high
है,
chance of
ठीक
getting into the
ठीक है
company or
सर।
at
और सर
least
और एक पूछना था कि इलेक्टिव्स के
call for
मार्क्स
the
जो है वो
interview.
देने के लिए
So
कुछ फॉर्मेट है क्या?
this thing you should be keep in mind.
उसमें है क्या?
This is
मैं चेक
also
करता हूँ।
advantage of being into Taiwan
ओके,
system to get into the company more
ठीक
little
ठीक
easier.
ठीक ठीक।
And then finally, we all, even though we all talk about pay scale and everything, I'm sure everybody will be also thinking about the living and working. What is the environment and the living? How easy is to live in Taiwan as an international student without knowing the language? How the local community accept you or accommodate you? So this will be the biggest question. And also finally, the legal issue, which is the visa and residency information. So these three parts is very, very key, important to move to another country for your career or professional work. So for working environment, from my experience, I can assure you, it definitely you know it also. It's a high tech, innovative, and collaborative culture. They are free to talk and discuss and work together. And then yeah, I don't need to mention about this, the competitive salaries and global standard and benefits and health insurance. And I'm sure like few years ago during COVID also, you might have been seeing the headlines over the internet and news channels, the bonus of 30 month salary in one payment. Those kind of crazy bonuses will be only given in Taiwan industries, not anywhere. I have never seen such things any other countries. And living in Taiwan, you can be sure about the quality of life, excellent healthcare. They have a beautiful national health insurance policy from the government itself, and efficient public transport, and also one of the low crime countries in the world. And cultural experience, as well as you can see, you would have seen my pictures in the beginning about me section, the rich heritage, diverse cuisine, and vibrant city life. And the community and networking, it's a very, very good time for international people because of the growing international professional community. So recently it started to grow much faster after the semiconductor boom in the world. And finally, the visa and residency information. So working visa is easy to get. Getting into
हाँ
residence,
सर,
they have a very
हाँ सर।
selective rules and regulations to get into that. It's also easy if you are a skilled professional, and they also have a gold card program. Currently,
पता
I
नहीं, मुझे
hold the
वही वो
gold
बोल रही
card
थी, मैंने
for
बोला नहीं हो तो
residency
सर
in
को उनको
Taiwan for highly
इंडक्शन में
skilled
ही बोला था,
professional they
इंडेट बोला
provide.
हुआ
Once
है,
you
तो
graduate the
मुझे कुछ तो
PhD
प्रॉब्लम लगा
degree
इसलिए
in
मैंने आपको
Taiwan,
पूछा।
it's more easy to get your gold card and stay here for long term and start your career and live. is here is your with your family.
नहीं नहीं
So I
मैं पता
think
है
I
मुझे,
have
वो
covered
मुझे लग
all of
रहा था
it.
कि 3-4
So
मंथ
thank you
रहता
so
है.
much for your time and staying patience along with me. I hope I covered almost everything. So now open for question.
हाँ नहीं वो तो मुझे लग ही रहा था.
Do you have
तो
any
मैं वो इलेक्टिव
questions?
का मैं आपको रिप्लाई करता हूँ, मुझे फॉर्मेट
Yeah,
नहीं मिल
Dr.
रहा है
Shiv Kumar.
आज ये सब.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am Dr.
तो मैं
Ujjwala.
आपको रिप्लाई करूँगा,
Yes,
आप
ma'am.
फॉरवर्ड
Yeah,
कर रहे हो.
when the application forms will be
कई बार
open
मुझे मिला,
for
बट
the
उसके अंदर
exchange
वो है कि
program and the internship
लाइक
program
कौन सा डे
for the
रखना है, कौन
spring
सी कमेटी है,
semester.
वो वाला.
Because
For
last date is 20th of October and we are waiting
सेकंड में
for
मैं
that.
कुछ
Some of the
वर्ड वर्ड
students are
ठीक है.
interested to
इसमें उसमें
apply.
वही है, एक बार भेज देना
actually, ma'am,
मेरे
for
पास नहीं तो.
exchange program, they
ठीक है, मैं
the
आपको मेल
admission is
करके रखता हूँ, मैं
almost
भूल
similar
जाता हूँ.
one.
मेल करके
So they
रखता
will
हूँ, तो
open
आप
in
जब
September to
मिलेगा
October,
मंडे ट्यूसडे किया
and
तो भी
again the
चलेगा.
exchange will start from
नो
February. This
प्रॉब्लम, नो
is
प्रॉब्लम.
almost similar for
चलो.
degree and also exchange students. If they are considering for lab exchange, there is no deadline, there is no opening application. You can directly approach the professor direct in person, and once they agree, you can send the student directly, and the OEA deal with all the visa process and all other paperworks. So there is no deadline or application timeline for that.
Currently, we are not having a list of professors from the Taiwan. I
Uh-huh.
already contacted to the Kai Jiang for
Mm-hmm.
one meeting with the research faculty from their side with our faculties. So
Yes.
we are waiting for that meeting. So
Yes,
in
sure,
that
ma'am.
meeting, we will discuss all those things, and through the professors, then we can send our student for the exchange as well as for the internship. But the student point of view, again, I would like to just ask which
Mhm.
kind of the skills should be there in the students to get acquired for the internship or for the lab exchange? Which kind of the skills they will require?
First of all, ma'am, for laboratory exchange, you don't need to have any skills because most of the laboratory exchange will be happening for PhD or master's students. They will be in the training period. So the exchange within 3 to 1 year, I don't think they can do something very beyond or something or complete a big project. So they don't expect any skills. The basic, because if you are a master student, you might have already covered all the topics. Like if you are from physics department, you might have read quantum physics, mathematical physics, advanced mathematics, all the things will be covered in your bachelor degree. So, from theoretical point of view, there is no need for any requirements or basic skill set. And once you come here, anyway, you will not be given like a big task to do it. And you will be trained again from the basic fundamentals. Because here in Chongqing University, I think almost every university is in Taiwan, before you engage in a laboratory work, you will be going under very vigorous training and also safety measures. Before you are allowed to work in a laboratory, you have to complete the safety program, environmental safety course. So that time they will teach you everything, how to handle a chemical, how to work in the environment, in the laboratory environment, what are the safety precautions you need, and what are the things you should keep in mind. Once you complete that program, they will give you the certificate, and then you are allowed to work in a laboratory. And then once you go to laboratory, the student will again train you. So no need to worry that the students should have some basic skills or anything. You just need to have your subject knowledge. That's enough. That's more than enough.
For the UG students to get the internship because the very few seats are there. So,
Uh-huh.
what is the criteria? Matlab, actually, what skills the UG student will require?
For them also same, because UG students they will take academic exchange.
Yeah.
For that they need to attend the courses, right? So they will not have much time to engage in laboratory works or research works or doing any project. So they just need to take courses. It depends. That's also completely flexible for them. So they can pick and choose. They will be given the course list of courses, and then they need to choose either one or two courses depending on their wish. So there is no compulsory. So for that also, they don't need any skills for taking the courses.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yeah,
Shivu. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So we had already spoken about the stipend that is given by the professors there, right?
Yeah.
So how do the students proceed? They come through us, or they have to search for the professors in their own research field, and they have to email them and talk about the stipend and everything.
So at the moment, Chongqing don't have a universal method or procedure for choosing a professor.
Okay.
So from OIA side, Office of International side, they only deal with the admission process and they will just only give you the admission to enroll in Chongqing University. So once you choose the department, you have after getting the admission, you can get all the professors' profile on the internet and approach them saying, "I got admission." So this is one part, one way. And another way, I remember from the Department of Chemistry, they have a different rules.
Okay.
Before even getting the admission, they should approach the professor. Once the professor accepts, then only they will be given admission. So each department follows different now at the moment.
Okay.
Once they decide the professor, then they deal with personal stipend, the project stipends.
Okay. So are they allowed to work while studying in the labs? Because you do have classes and also labs separately, right?
Yes.
So they can do both.
Yep, because it's a part of their curriculum. So it's not kind of working because you don't have uh, like signing in or signing out,
That I
not like that. So if you are a student, so you will be given training and there is no particular time or you have to come to lab like morning 9 to 10, 9 to evening 5. It's not something like that. So it's completely flexible and also depending on the lab. But there is no universal rule for that. So you should work this time, you should not work this time, but mostly they have a general rule, nobody should work more than like 40 hours a week, so something like that, that's all.
okay. And you had also told that they don't have any prerequisites for student
नहीं अगर
lab exchange, right?
आईटीआई
But
Yes.
में
we
नहीं
did
है
see in the
तो ट्वेंटी
website
परसेंट
that they
डिडक्ट
should
कर
be
लो
having a
और
score of
उसके
more
बिना
than
चलेगा
6.5
आपको
in
20%
IELTS
डिडक्ट
or
चाहिए डिडक्ट
equivalent
कर
to
लो ये सब
TOEFL score.
नहीं देंगे
That part is actually for some
ये हम
countries
लोग
where
नहीं
they
देने वाले
don't
ये लोग
study in English
नहीं
No,
देने
no,
वाले
or
I'm talking
Indian.
about
कौन
NCHU's
Yeah,
website.
yeah, that's a
नहीं
common
उनको ऑलरेडी
criteria
मिला है ना
because
ये
we used to
सेमेस्टर वन
get
का एक बार मिला
students
था
from
ना
Indonesia and Philippines and so many other Southeast
अरे
Asia and
इंडियन
also
मैडम
some
उधर मिल
African
देखो ना
countries.
Mhm.
So those country people
ये
they
नीचे
don't
डायरेक्टर से भी
complete
मैंने
their
करवाया है तो
bachelor's
ये
or
लोग पता नहीं
masters
क्या
in
ये
English.
इतना
The medium of instructions will be in their local
सी
language. For them, IELTS score or
द
TOEFL
टैक्स
score
रिटर्न
is
फॉर द लास्ट 2
mandatory.
ईयर चाहिए अदरवाइज नहीं है
For
तो
most
टीडीएस
of the
50
Indian universities and college system, we study
20%
in
तो
English
30% टीडीएस को
from
भी
our high school and senior high school.
मतलब
So
वी
I
वांट
think
टू
if
ऑफर
you
20%
can
टीडीएस
produce a
तो मैडम
certificate that I have done my master's
क्या है
or bachelor's in English language as a course of medium of instructions, so you don't need
कॉल
to
करूँ
produce
कि संजय
such
आई मेल दिखाओ ना
English
कि
scores.
सी
Okay, yes.
ये अगर देना है
Any
अगर
other questions? So I think we'll end the seminar.
Okay.
let us see if students have questions. Students, do you have any questions? Any questions? Anything you want to ask? Any students? Do you want to ask any question?
They can reach me if they are very shy to ask question. They can reach me
Right, right.
anywhere like
Well,
emails.
I think you have
Yeah,
made very nice presentation. So if you
yeah.
can
Thank you.
share the presentation, then it will be better.
Yeah, sure, sir. I will send you the slides.
Sure, sure. Thanks a lot for your time and insightful on these things. Certainly, we'll work out and we'll make sure that some students come to Taiwan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's my pleasure, sir. Thank you so much for
yeah. Thank you
inviting
so
me.
much.
Also having.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much.